Welcome to FuseDesk, your customer support ticketing system for Infusionsoft. When we're looking to provide excellent customer support, we often face a customer support challenge. Oftentimes, open issues can be forgotten, and the customer wonders when and if they'll ever hear back. Issue tracking, if that's what you can call it, often relies on what's in somebody's inbox or one particular person's sticky notes, loose leaf folder, or notes near their computer. Management can't track response times, caseload volume, trends, and other key business metrics on how well they're doing from a customer support standpoint. Cases often can't be escalated or transferred between staff when needed, and issues aren't tracked or tied to individual customers. There are typically three solutions for Infusionsoft customers when they're looking to provide ticketing or customer case support management. Solution 1 is using Infusionsoft's built-in email client. While it's great having email directly within Infusionsoft, the shared email isn't that shared. Either individual people have their own email account set up, and you can't transfer email messages between individual reps, or you all share one email account. But the way that works is an email message comes in, and each individual user gets their own copy. And if I respond to an email, you don't know that I did because it's still in your email inbox, and if you file an email, you can't see that I filed it already, and I can't see that you filed it. There's also no concept of cases or threads. If a customer emails in about multiple issues, there's no way to track the previous notes and emails associated with each individual case, thread, or issue. And lastly, there's no way to search, tag, escalate, transfer, track, or report on customer support issues. An email is an email is an email, and there's no reporting on those emails. The second solution we often see is using a third-party ticketing system or a shared email account like Gmail that multiple people log into. The challenge here is using a third-party system or a shared email account doesn't link to Infusionsoft. It requires one of your support representatives to look at the email in that third-party system, then look up the customer separately in Infusionsoft. And then as you resolve issues and have all your tracking and reporting, you can't tell from Infusionsoft the entire email history, the contact history, and the notes, and you end up with two separate systems. If you want to have a true CRM and use Infusionsoft to its fullest, you want to have that entire case history right there in Infusionsoft. This means integration in all senses of the word. All notes and emails for any given case are available from within Infusionsoft, and when using a third-party system, having access to all the information from within Infusionsoft about that particular customer. And lastly, your customers and your reps need additional login information to tie and connect into a separate third-party system, which usually means a separate email or username, a separate password, and they've got to now remember two different things for two different systems, when in reality, we should have one true CRM system. The third solution is using FuseDesk. With FuseDesk, it fully integrates with Infusionsoft, meaning when a customer emails in, FuseDesk looks up in Infusionsoft who the customer is, pulls their information available for your rep, saves and tracks the complete case history from within Infusionsoft, and provides you with all the reporting that you're looking for. Your representatives have one linked login with the same application name as Infusionsoft, same username, same password, so when they change their Infusionsoft login information, it changes on FuseDesk, all in one place. And lastly, the full case histories are in Infusionsoft, and you have full customer information in FuseDesk. This is truly real integration of customer support management and support issue and ticket tracking. When we created FuseDesk, there were three different groups that we had in mind: your customers, your staff members, and the business owner. Customers want excellent service. This means they don't want cases to be forgotten about and have their emails go off into nowhere because it's sitting in someone's inbox waiting for a response. Customers also want to have a good response time. From a staff member standpoint, it's got to be easy to use. You don't want to have to double enter data by recording notes separately in Infusion and tracking issues in a third-party system. And staff members want to have full case history. So when you pull up an issue that somebody responds to an email, you can see the entire history there of each time that you've called them, talked with them, or emailed with that particular customer on that very specific issue. From a business owner standpoint, you want visibility and comfort. We as business owners need the high-level views of key business metrics. How long do we take to get back to customers? how is the caseload distributed amongst our different staff members, and what are we doing to improve our customer support? We also want to have the comfort of knowing that our customers are taken care of. Previous to having FuseDesk, you crossed your fingers and hoped that everything is being resolved. You could look at sent email, but you couldn't get a 50,000-foot view of customer support and see how well or where improvement needs to be taking place your customer support department was. From a workflow, emails come into FuseDesk, and then they get assigned to a representative. Or you can just close them. For example, if someone just replies back saying, "Hey, thanks," there's no need for a case. You can just close that email out. When a case does need to be opened up, a case can be opened and closed, or escalated or transferred between different staff members. And lastly, as the cases move through these different stages, you can view the business metrics and the case statistics and get the business owner insights that we know and deserve. The outcome is issues are resolved to the satisfaction of the customer. Your reps can focus on the top cases that need the most attention and resolve them all as quickly as possible, and business owners can track issue resolution. Now, in working with cases, here's just an example of what one of the screens looks like. You can quickly see when a case was opened, assigned, updated, and resolved, as well as summary information on the customer you're dealing with. Now, in this case, we're looking at a customer, and we've got a history here of email correspondence between the customer and our office. And that entire thread is right here. This customer can have 3 other cases open, for example, one with billing, one with technical support, and one with customer support, and they're all threaded and grouped separately. So as one issue is resolved, the others can stay open as unresolved. Let's take a look here at this case timeline. We really can see when a case was opened, when it was assigned, and look at how long it takes from when the case was opened by the customer to when we assigned it internally. You can then see when the case was last updated, as in how long passed when it was opened to when it was resolved, and you can see the resolution time, about how long it took from when the case was assigned to when the case was resolved. Looking at a case history, this integrates emails, notes, phone calls, and all, so you can see that a customer emails in, perhaps you add a note onto the account for somebody else in your department. Another representative responds back, a phone call then goes out, the case gets closed, somebody then follows up by email, and this is all here in one easy-to-view summary view that shows us the entire case history for that one case. From a reporting standpoint, we can take a look at what our resolution time is. And this is one of many reports, but this shows in the red the actual case volume, and in blue the number of hours it takes to resolve a case. And so what we can look for is when case volume goes up, does our resolution time increase? And we can see how we've been improving over time and getting our time to resolve a case better and better. And this can become a key metric that you track to measure the performance of your customer support department. Let's take a look at caseload. This is a very helpful report that we use every single day to look at how many of the cases opened each day over the past period of time have been closed and how many are still open. So in this graph, the blue shows cases that have been closed for the day, and red, cases that were open on that particular day and are still open now. So what you generally want to see is a flat red line with a little uptick at the end, showing cases still open from today and perhaps even yesterday. But any little bumps we see in the past, showing cases still open from too long ago, that tells us here are some issues that are still open that need to get resolved because they're hurting and impacting our numbers. Now let's just say you've got multiple customer support staff, which means you'd be ideal for FuseDesk, and you want to know how well is the caseload being distributed. That's easy to see when you look at the total caseload by rep. This gives you a quick pie chart to show you how the cases have been distributed. Now in this case here, we can, in this particular example, Allison is more of our senior customer support, and Samantha is our frontline. So any cases Samantha can't handle typically get escalated to Allison. And we've got Hans who's able to help out in some other special cases with billing issues. Now, if we had 2 frontline support, I'd want to see that green pie slice divided in 2 pretty evenly. Otherwise, I'd start to ask, why is one rep handling so much more than other reps? This gives you that view to see who's handling what volume of cases. Now, at this point, you might be asking, is FuseDesk for me? Well, there are really 3 key questions this comes down to. First of all, do or will you provide customer support by email? Secondly, do you have 2 or more users in your Infusionsoft application? User meaning somebody from your company who logs in to manage customers, emails, cases, etc. And thirdly, do you get more than 5 customer support emails per day? If you've answered yes to all these questions, then FuseDesk could be a good fit for you and your business. Getting FuseDesk is easy. Sign up by entering your information below, and the great news is that applications are provisioned immediately, meaning as soon as you put your information in, we'll have your FuseDesk application up and running in no time. So what are you waiting for? Let's get your FuseDesk application online right now.